Welcome to the Four Brewers podcast. My name is John Holzer, and as always, I am joined by
Jason Harris.
I'm old Greg.
Joe Senegal,
this
Gotta
week
keep you
on
on
the
your
show,
fucking toes, brother.
This week on the show, we are diving into another mix pack. We had planned on doing a Kolsch theme show, but we couldn't get our shit together in time, so we went to Total Wine, as we are wont to do lately with these shows, and we picked up a 5-pack of Oscar Blues.
No, a 15-pack.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's a 15-pack of 5 beers. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Yes, it's a 15-pack.
And honestly, props to the mix 15. Most people don't step up that much, but
yeah, you get like an extra 3. You know, I don't know. If you're paying
you get extra. 5. You get 5 different beers. It's a couple bucks more. It's only like $21.
Yeah.
Mine was like $18.99, I think.
The downside is
it's free.
Yeah, Greg's was free.
Yeah, it's they're a little old. I think the oldest beer in there is from January of this year, and then I guess freshest is from like February-ish, I guess. But
mine are December.
Oh no,
not all of them are the same date. So I have one that's in Feb, but most are like mid-January time frame.
That's pretty much what mine are. Yeah,
all your beers are really December.
Like,
yeah, mine are all really December. Yeah,
there's reason to believe Jason this year will be better.
Yeah, and Greg, how'd you get yours for free? Like immediate change?
So when I bought from Total Wine, which I don't normally do because
Let me interrupt you for a second.
Yeah,
the Total Wine delivery thing, they're just using DoorDash, but it's integrated so well into the website, and it works very well. I love it. I'm just want to give them props for that. It works great, and tip your fucking driver well. I tip $10
for sure. So I did the parking lot. They'll come out to your car and pop the trunk and they put it in there and like you just go bye. And so I didn't look at the dates. I didn't check anything on the box, whatever. I was just like, all right, well, it is what it is, right? And then I cracked one yesterday and I was like, holy shit, this is really fucking old. And like,
you didn't even look, you just
like,
tasted it. Okay.
Yeah, it was like brown, like when you pour an IPA and it's got that brown column going through the middle.
Oh no!
I'm like,
yum.
That's the flavor column, Greg.
Is it like when you get a Ben and Jerry's? It's got like a column of fudge in the middle.
Yeah,
hot fudge.
Imagine pouring. Have you ever had that like astronaut ice cream powder before?
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't.
Pouring that into a beer, and that's exactly what it tastes like. It was.
I've heard Dippin' Dots is the ice cream of the future.
It has been.
Yeah.
It still is. It's just waiting for its time.
On the app, I reached out to Oscar Blues on social media. Didn't hear anything back, and so I'm like, damn it, I'm an old man, and this is my hard-earned money.
Oh, Greg.
And I reached out to Total Wine on, there's like a review, like how did our service, like how was it via email, and I put exactly what was that. I'm like, this beer's warm and it's from January. And not expecting anything, got a phone call this morning from the manager of Brea Total Wine and More. He was super nice. And he said, I'll just return that for you. Not a big deal. I said, okay, have a good day, dude.
Thank you. I will take it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How many hours a week do you think it would take for them to have somebody just go check codes on all their shit?
Jason, there's a lot of mixed packs
barcode based, right?
Yeah, but like you're there 8 hours a fucking day.
Yeah,
you asked me to check that whole aisle, it'll take me an hour. Like, goddamn, like you can't just have someone. To be fair, the mix packs don't have a goddamn date on the outside.
They need to be stamped on the box, dude.
Which infuriates me.
With an average, right?
Because
not all the cans are from the same.
Right. Yeah.
But when it was fucking packaged, that's fine. At least I have some idea how long it's been.
Correct.
Right. I agree.
Or, dude, make the bottom of the box clear so you can just flip it over and look at all the cans.
I've seen that
was
before.
It
like
Modern
there's a certain
Times
brewery
that had the little window that shows you the bottom of the can.
No, it was someone else. I want to say
was that a real thing? Somebody really did that?
Yeah,
it was literally just a box, and then there was a window where you could see the bottom of the can, so you could see the bottling date.
What's the brewery with the skinny cans? Oh God, why can't I think of them?
Fucking 6 Point, None the Richer.
I believe it was 6 Point that started doing that. So
Under the milky twilight.
We'll get there.
We're
So,
getting to
yeah.
the milky twilight soon.
Greg got free beer because he's an old man that complains. And
Damn straight.
I think I'm
Even-
gonna do that next time. My
Well-
dude, my box showed up warm, so it was stored nice and warm at my Total Wine.
Very toasty.
Yeah, so was mine.
My Total Wine
Very
has
cozy in the
like
box.
3 doors of cool storage, and it's only
Yeah.
for like their 6-packs and singles they turn over a lot. So,
Right.
which is ironic. The shit that turns over that isn't going to go bad is all cold.
Is yours
But-
a walk-in cooler?
Yeah, it's a walk-in, but they used to have a whole section when you walked in on the side that was like local shit, and now it's all like random, like weird ciders that they can't sell and put anywhere else, and
The
they're
one
sitting
in
in the fridge for
Temecula?
no reason.
The one in Temecula is it's a walk-in, and they have one shelf that's nothing but
Seltzers?
Bottle Logic whales that I've never
Oh,
seen.
okay.
And
wow.
like one-offs, and I'm just like, that's weird. And I look at some,
why
and I'm
in
like,
the walk-in.
I
Like,
go, why
those are
might
pretty
buy
shelf
this.
stable.
and then I remembered how Bottle Logic beers are just so over the top with like their flavors. Like it's just crazy, and you can it's almost like they're the new brewery. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then they have one little spot where I found Heady Topper and Focal Banger, and they were super fresh, which was weird. And they do advertise it on the website, by the way. I thought it was just like a clever beer buyer going, oh, I got some Vermont freshies. Let's
There you go.
throw them in the corner. And no, they're on the website. So yeah, Total Wine, please do better with your beer overall. Like this has been a long time problem in the retail market where, you know, it's like, oh, this beer is only 8 months old. It's fine, right? And that might apply to like a lager or like some
Belgian
Bud Light or something, or a Belgian beer.
Bottle
But
conditioned.
for the most part, can we keep it within 4 months? I think that's asking a lot. So maybe 6. And technically these would apply because they're within 6 months, but I would prefer that not be the
On the cusp.
the
And then
starting
warm.
line.
Yeah.
I'd prefer that be like the extreme and no, we fucked up line.
Get your shit together, Total Wine.
I really do wonder, with the proliferation of craft beer and with a lot of your regionals becoming national breweries and everything else there, how many people were like, oh, you know what? Let me, like, it is a very common thing that you see people. There's an IPA backlash, right? There's a whole bunch of people who just be like, you know, nothing's more annoying than that guy that likes IPA. Blah, blah, blah. It's a fucking thing, right? But like, how many people tried an IPA, but the IPA they tried was at like a backyard barbecue that was out of one of these fucking packs that was
Triple
9 months
IPA.
old.
And
Well,
it's like
no.
50 degrees, you know,
Yeah,
it's just
it was like
slightly
9
cold.
months old, sitting fucking out, and they get this like hop faded garbage. And like, if that was your first experience of that beer, yeah, like why the fuck would anyone drink that? I could see somebody having that thought, right? And I
Totally.
really wonder how much that has been an impact in the kind of not bust. I really feel like the decline of craft beer is a little bit overstated. Like people treat anything that's not infinitely growing as if it's dying. It's like, oh, there's only 8,000 breweries now. I guess craft beer is over. And it's like, you know,
The
there's only
bubble
like
has burst, Jason. The bubble has burst.
right, because there's only 8,000 breweries now.
Yeah. The breweries that have closed, it's market correction. It's because they weren't making good beer, or they were
Bad
in a spot-
location.
Yeah, a bad location. And
John,
Or
I
in
think
rare
because their beer
cases-
sucked.
good breweries. Most of them were just breweries that sucked.
Yeah,
Just
they're
straight
plenty-
up.
There's plenty of breweries out in the middle of nowhere that are making fire beer, and people are like, "Yeah, I'm traveling to go get that beer."
like
But-
my headcanon about like La Quinta Brewing Company is that they make good beer, and I've never been there. And the only time I go by there is when I have to go to like a casino for work to fix an elevator.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I got to get out there one day. But they're in the middle of nowhere. They have a beautiful looking building. I have no reason to go there ever.
But it's like, dude, if Monkish is opening a spot in La Quinta, you'll go out there.
And
Yeah,
even
right.
then, they opened a spot in Anaheim, and I've only been there maybe twice.
I'd go to
it's-
La Quinta before I went to Torrance.
It's right down the street.
Definitely not going to the
I go there a
South
few
Bay. That's
times.
just it's too far. I can't. I even going to LA today to pick up beer. Shout out to Jeff from the Discord and patron. I went to
Oh, cool.
meet
You
up
got
with
that.
him
Cool.
downtown to pick up some beers from There Does Not Exist, which we will be doing on the show hopefully next week. But yeah, going to LA, that's an hour and a half drive. That's far enough. If I go to South Bay or Long Beach, Beechwood, I love you, but well, they're not in Long Beach anymore. At least not at that one spot. They still have the sour area, but too far. It's like 2+ hours at least without traffic. It's too much. Can't do
Long
it.
Beach is a bummer because I actually love hanging out in Long Beach, but it's such a bitch to get to from.
You got to stay overnight, like, or
pretty much,
I mean,
yeah.
even if you're not drinking, like, just to go there, hang out the whole day and come home. You're coming home. You're going to be home, 9 o'clock at night, and because you want to leave a little bit later to miss the traffic. So,
My warm mama's little yellow pills.
before
Isn't
we
that
started,
great?
I want to post a little follow up to our previous show that we did on Ballast Point. We said that they were selling their brewing facility, and apparently Athletic Brewing is the people who
That's
took it over,
wild.
the company who
Number
took it over,
10 in
which
the
says-
nation. Yeah.
NA's taken
says
over.
a lot. I mean, I don't buy it a lot, but for when I do, Athletic is one of the best, and
I have their IPA
I'm
in my fridge
underestimating
right
how
now.
popular non-alcoholic beer is.
Dude, it's really growing. My grocery stores, every couple months there's a little bit more NA stuff. Like I can go to the grocery store right now and there's like half a dozen options in NA, where before, like 2 years ago, it would have been like O'Doul's, and like that's it, dog.
Dude, if you have a Sprouts, they have a ton of Athletic there.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, Sprouts for sure. Sprouts is one thing, but like the regular ass grocery store had like, I got the Dos Equis Salt and Lime NA, which shockingly good. I'm gonna recommend that one if you guys are looking for NA shit. They have the Guinness NA, Stella Artois NA. The
Have you guys had
macros are
any of
really
the-
going in on NA.
Isn't Sierra Nevada doing not a bunch, but they have a couple NAs that are everywhere,
Yeah,
right?
those
They have a
They're
whole
pretty
mix
good.
Trail one or whatever.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. It tastes warty like all of them. I think
The one I got doesn't. I think they're using like those distilled hops and it's sort of like a distilled hop water with a really light backbone beer. I think the Sierra Nevada ones, at least fresh, I got it really good, and it's not half bad, which for me is high marks for NA.
For right now, AleSmith, their NA IPA is still the king for having, like, at least for IPA, because IPA, even Athletic IPA, yeah, I drink it and I'm like, I can tell. It's fine. It's not that it's bad, but I can tell. Where AleSmith, just beer, you get a hint of like this maybe is not quite right, but it's like you're drinking an IPA from like I feel like it's a regular IPA, but from a brewery that doesn't quite know, they haven't perfected the recipe.
It's close.
That's what it's like. It's like, okay,
the
it's pretty
ballpark.
good. It's an IE IPA. How about that, Jake?
You saying AleSmith
So
IPA?
diacetyl?
It just reminded me, like in 2014. Do you remember how good AleSmith IPA was? Just regular IPA from AleSmith. That beer was
Still
fucking
is.
awesome.
I think it performed pretty damn well in our like IPA showdown.
I mean, that used to be one of my favorite beers.
Yeah, former member of the show, Matthew Becker. That was his favorite IPA.
That was awesome.
It didn't do that well. Actually, it's number 6.
That's
of
fine.
Just kidding.
6 out of how many though?
10.
Oh, that's not.
Our winners back in 2016 were Alpine Duet, and I believe this was actually made it Alpine. Maybe not. And Union Jack.
Imagine
wait.
doing.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Union Jack number 1, Sculpin number 2, Green Flash number 3, Duet number 4, Racer 5.
Racer 5. Wow.
AleSmith IPA was 6, Stone was 7, Torpedo was number 8. Can you even get Torpedo anymore?
We put the spreadsheet of the scoring on the website. Does it show how close all of those were and the scores, like overall? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I think Torpedo's still around. There was an Atomic Torpedo now too that they're pushing everywhere.
Union Jack was like way the fuck ahead of everybody.
Oh, I think it was at the bottom.
No. It was like an 89, and then Sculpin was 82.5, and West Coast was 82. So
Sculpin.
Okay.
Sculpin, baby.
dude. Used
Imagine
to be
doing that
goated.
show now, almost 10 years later, like
with the same. We could.
well, not even maybe with the same beers, yeah, but maybe just sticking within the clear IPA category, not even involving hazy IPA. How much those beers have changed due to hazy IPA and beer palates? Beer taste is changing.
What's funny is if I compiled 10 California IPAs, I wouldn't include any of these now.
No doubt.
Really?
Like I
Really?
would have Pizza
Not
Port,
even
I would
Elsewhere?
have fucking Beechwood, I would have El Segundo, I would have like some of the OC breweries that we like.
I don't know if I
Those,
would
those
have
aren't
it.
those aren't readily available though, right? You
I
can't
guess
just walk
that's
into a
true.
store.
The idea with this was we were getting like wide distro beers.
Grocery store.
Yeah,
beer.
regional.
I would like
Yeah.
to maybe reincorporate some of those beers like into another showdown, but then like you said, Jason, get some of the like the Green Cheeks, El Segundo.
I mean, dude, Green Cheek is crushing all of those beers.
The
Yeah.
only way we get any of these
And Rip.
fresh, I don't even fucking know how
And
we get
Ism,
half
dude.
of these, because like
Yeah.
Green Flash and Alpine and Ballast Point no longer make beer in California.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
None
True.
of them make beer in the state anymore. Lagunitas we can maybe find. Firestone we could probably get in Venice. This Torpedo again. Do they sell Torpedo anymore? I don't know.
Atomic. They put
I think
an
it's
atom
Atomic,
bomb
yeah.
inside of the fermenters now, and now just blow the shit up.
It's Flavor Town.
But we're talking about Oscar Blues today. This show is goddamn canarchy, is what it is.
And Oscar Blues wasn't even part of the
Ugh.
IPA showdown. So
They weren't even in there. They've never had an IPA that was good, and like they've never had a proper IPA. Really, they were always the Dale's Pale Ale guys.
well,
Dale,
we're gonna have an IPA from them on the show today. They have an IPA called
It's a hazy IPA.
yeah, well, it's Cosmic Mutant Hazy. I don't know.
Oh,
Uh,
I guess
don't
we'll
know.
fucking find out. Anyways, we got Mama's Little Yellow Pills.
This was
Who
the
owns
first
Oscar Blues these days, by the way?
Canarchy,
Oh.
Monster Energy beverage,
That's right.
and that is why we have our finale beer, which I'm gonna tease, but we're not letting it out just yet.
So yeah, Mama's Little Yellow Pills was the first canned craft lager I think I ever had.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be
This beer goes
pills.
back, dude. This beer goes back.
They refer to it as a Bohemian Pilsner. I don't really hear that term much anymore. People are just
Bo
not
Pils, yeah.
afraid to say Czech anymore.
Well, it's Czechia now, right?
I don't think so.
It's
That's
Czechian.
I think it's Czechoslovakia, man.
It's
It's Chechen.
Chechen.
Where-
The Czech Republic, I believe, is what it's called.
Back in the like 80s.
Czechia?
So-
Yeah, you know what? Greg knows more about Europe than me. I'll defer to him.
I mean, things have happened.
Speaking of beer showdowns, Mama's Little Yellow Pills was in our Pilsner showdown, and it tied for number 10 with the Crux Fermentation Project. Crux Pills.
10 out of
that was
10.
good. Yeah.
No, this was actually very, very many pills. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3 is 24. 24 pills.
How come your guys'
No.
beers look darker than mine? Is it because I have light?
Yeah, it's
Probably
probably
my,
to see a
yeah,
better
probably my
lighting.
office.
Look at that. Look at the difference between mine and Greg's.
All right,
I
guys.
have a dark room.
You're in a
Here's
red
mine.
background.
So check this out.
Uh,
I did a search. We're just going through the archives. So we're reminiscing about the 4Bs of old. And in 2016, we did a show called the Oscar Blues Explosion.
Oh,
and
that's right.
and on that show, we had 6 beers. Of those 6, one of them is represented today.
Beers we had there were Old Chub, which
There
is a
we go.
Scotch ale.
Old Chub.
Their IPA, Dale's
Which-
Pale Ale, which is the only
they-
beer that's still
They
here.
did have an IPA. I forgot. We did it on the show, but I forgot.
Was it just called
existed.
IPA? It was just called
Yes,
IPA?
It was just called IPA, yeah.
And I remember liking it. I thought it was pretty good. Burrito, which was their Mexican lager.
Ahead of their
Hot
time on that
Box.
one. I feel like Mexican lagers popped off like 3 years after that.
I think we have
Yeah.
one in this pack, right?
Do we?
We have
Yeah, there's one with lime, right?
something.
They changed the name from Burrito, that's for
Oh,
sure.
okay, yeah.
Which is
Uh,
dumb.
Hot
Why would
Box.
you change that?
I don't know. Burritos.
I want a burrito right now.
Hot Box Coffee Porter, 1050, and then one of the best beers ever, Death by Coconut.
What the fuck happened to Death by Coconut?
Dude, that was the most coconut forward coconut beer ever.
Yeah, dude, so good.
I want to say it's still in production, but it's like it's a seasonal kind of deal.
When I think of a burrito, I'm picturing like a soup dumpling, but you just take a bite and it's just beer.
Just beer comes out.
I'm picturing a big ass burrito. That's what I want.
It's
yeah,
like
but
a
the
penny
burrito is like a soup dumpling. So when you take a bite, it's just like you get a gush of beer.
Well, if it's IPA though, you have to do pani puri because it's Indian, and India Pale Ale.
By the way, shout out to myself for updating our website. It looks so pretty now with everything. You guys know I spent 8 hours fixing all the photos because
give yourself a raise.
Children out there, if you're doing a website, don't make your images a fixed size because in the future websites went dynamic and they changed, and so you want your photos to change size as well. So I had to go through every single blog post and change the fixed image size to dynamic. And it was not fun. Took literally 8 hours to fix our website.
You do that just in the WordPress templates.
In 2024, people don't make websites.
AI does.
Yeah.
They just
went to Wix.
They just have an Instagram now.
But it is nice to have a website for instances like this where we go to reference old shit. So,
dude, I'm looking at my first check-in for Death by Coconut on Untapped, November of 2015. It says "Holy fucking coconut."
Accurate.
Consider the coconut.
So Deviant Dales from 2015, Caramel Malt City. Like, what were my check-ins?
This Mama's Little Yellow Pills. It's got some lemongrass hints on the nose, a little bit of a like a spicy hop character that's still like just clinging on for life from February of this year.
Mine kind of smells like saltine crackers.
Yeah, I mean it's held up surprisingly well for being this old, and
saltine crackers,
not too bad.
Good pull, Joe. That is, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of what mine smells like.
Mine's a little bit oxidized, but honestly, it kind of feels like, like when you would get like the Euro imports like 10 years ago that would just be hanging out in like the Bevmo for fucking ever. It kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's
mine's from February. It's still smelling fine. I don't really get anything off on it. I would gladly drink all three of these beers in the 15 pack.
There's a discernible bitterness to this beer, though, for sure. Like it's got a bit of a bite for a Pilsner. I mean, it's a Bohemian Pilsner, so there's, it's not a light lager. It is not. I'm sure this is what they give to the I'll drink Coors Light guy, but I feel like it might challenge the Coors Light guy. It's a little bit of a bite on this one.
The Coors Light. Do you have anything lighter than this?
No.
This is a bit much.
So let me read the summary from the Pilsner Showdown. Jason wrote all these summaries, by the way, and he did a very good job. Out of the gate, Matt said this beer looked like shit, and he'll fight anyone who disagrees.
Why does it look? It doesn't look that bad, does it?
No, I don't think so. It looks fine.
We took it outside after the show, and we ripped off our shirts.
This is before Matt.
How do you want to handle this?
This is before Matt worked there, so maybe he dialed in their process.
The group was split on the nose. Some of us finding it muted, and some of us liking the nose a lot. On drinking it, we thought it was a solid example. We liked it overall, especially John. There you go. But especially losing points for appearance and aroma ended up placing Oscar Blues lower than it could have been. So there you go.
If
I was
Matt
a fan back then, and I'm still a fan now.
John's like, it smells wet.
I've said that. It smells wet.
If Matt did indeed dial this in, Jason, we need to change the name to Maddie's Little Yellow Pills.
In tribute.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
We love Matt.
Yeah, overall, I dig it. I still think this is a very solid beer, and I'm happy to drink it.
It is one, though, as somebody who can crush like several liters of a lager, it's a bit of a challenging one. And I don't know if it's a liter beer. It's one that you drink a pint of. I don't want a large Farva. I want a goddamn liter of beer. No, it's not a liter beer. It's a half-liter beer, I think.
I disagree.
It's good. It's just I think it's a little bit taxing on the palate. I haven't had beer in a couple weeks, so I'm a little bitter sensitive.
Are you doing that on purpose?
Just just take.
Are you upset at beer?
Oh, okay.
No, I just was on vacation and had too many, so I'm gonna have have a little break.
There you go. Do Chechens actually drink liters of beer? or is it just like the mugs, like a Halidinka pour?
Kilometers
I don't know.
beer, I think. Yeah, kilometers.
I feel like Greg, should know that more than we.
I mean,
should.
they come in like the mugs, right? Like they're half like 0.5 liter. I guess
Look,
so.
they come wherever they want, dude.
Wow.
Okay. That escalated quickly.
As they want to. Wow, are we gonna do the lime one next?
Yeah, I said, yeah.
I think so.
This one's fresh to death. This one's March.
All right. Is Mas Lima a better name than Burrito? I don't think it is.
so, dude. No, I mean I don't mind it, Mas
I
Lima,
mean,
but
and you know the fucking can. This looks fucking horrible. This is an awful can.
It is
This
a
is-
terrible can.
John, tell
Yeah.
them how you really feel.
I mean,
No, this does look kind of like shit.
It
It's
kind of
like
has a Miami Hurricanes vibe going on, which is weird.
that's bad.
It makes
like
no
the
sense.
Hurricanes. Yeah, I don't dig it. I liked burrito better. It was funny.
When
It was fun to say Mas Lima. Ooh, Mas Lima.
they merged with fucking
Ooh,
Cigar
that is-
City, and now we've got like a fucking Florida Gators fucking color scheme on this shit.
There you go.
It's Miami Hurricanes.
The palest beer, dude.
Oh yeah,
That is
Greg's
pretty
holding up his little.
Look at the
LED
head on
light.
that. Holy
Yeah,
smoke.
I pour it crazy. Yeah,
I like it.
but yeah, it's very pale. It's like
He's
a
old
2
Greg.
SRM.
That's how he pours.
I was
Yeah,
hoping this
pour-
was
I
going to
pour
smell
heavy.
more
Yeah,
limey.
Greg's is accurately capturing the color as my eyes see it. Where when I hold this up, I'm like, no, this looks golden, and it does not look like that in real life.
Yeah,
My
I
room's
can't-
lighting is also like bisexual
Ooh.
lighting, so who knows?
And I have my phone processing the light on the fly. It's doing like a stage lighting thing. So if I hold the beer up and it doesn't see my face, the light will change. If you notice that,
Wow,
That's pretty rad.
stage lighting.
dude, fucking Apple, man.
Fucking
Apple intelligence coming your way.
Oh shit! I have an arcade.
What's up?
His background looks like my shirt, dude.
It
That's
does.
funny.
That's pretty dope.
We
Your
just
biggest
got a
fan.
comment from Jason's Arcade Plus. Welcome. I imagine he's one of Joe's friends.
He is he's a YouTube bro.
Yeah,
Cool.
Joe brings in the arcade people.
I'm down.
The arcade
Oh.
demo.
Oh,
I want
alright.
I still want to do
Uh-oh.
video games somehow in this podcast, but all right. So
Greg,
my
I
can,
Greg, I feel the same way, I think.
oh,
I feel the
Ouch.
same way.
my can
Why
is
is-
from January.
why is it doing those things to my mouth?
Mine's from March.
Mine's from Jan 30th.
Mine's
All
from
right.
2019.
Fighting
it
my
tastes
taste
like.
buds right now.
So I think earlier in this show, I recommended a Dos Equis lime and salt. Maybe not. I said that out loud today at some point. But I had a Dos Equis with lime and salt. It's pretty good. This
Okay.
beer is the exact same concept. Not good.
No, this is not. I don't
Yeah.
like this, and I'm a big like lager with lime kind of a guy. I love that.
Buena
shit, and
Vesa
people make
being
fun
a
of me.
great example of that, I think.
Oh, Buena Vesa, that and 805 Cerveza, love that beer.
I'm taking a second sip.
But
It
this
sort of
is
has
just
like a-
it's like got a weird the salinity in this is just strange. I don't
got
like
key
the
lime pie sort of
The-
like aspirations, but it's like a light. Somebody gave you like a fat-free, sugar-free key lime pie and
it's
stripped all
like-
the flavor out of it. It's really tart. Mine's
weird.
tart.
The
Mine's
lime
kinda-
is too.
it's like a-
Everybody who does lime in these overdoes the lime, and this is no exception. There's too much fucking lime. Like you're not trying to overpower the whole beer. You're not trying to cover the skunk of your fucking gross Corona that skunked. Like it should just be a hint of lime, like you fucking dropped a wedge in, and this is not that. It's too
See, I
much
feel like
lime.
my can is way salty. It's super fucking
It's
salty.
salty and like tart.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
is
like a
really
citric
salty.
acid.
yeah, it's like Goza salty,
Ugh.
like saltier than
Right,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
Mine
Ooh.
comes off very flabby. Like it doesn't
Say
finish-
flabby?
Flabby, yeah. It doesn't
There's no
finish
acidity to it.
nice and crisp. It's just kind of it's a little too soft. I mean, soft and flabby. I mean,
It's super
Use your
dry though. Like
imagination.
and unless it's just doing that to my like the salt is just like killing my tongue. It's
this
weird.
is not good. This
you
is,
guys. Breaking news.
yes.
I was just reading our old Oscar Blues thing, and it says also you can use their cans to smoke weed out of it when you're done drinking the beer. And Oscar Blues always had that little printed thing, which was like where you poke the hole to
Yeah,
put
there was
your
like
weed
a
in
screen,
it.
right? The weed screen.
Correct. Yeah.
It's
anymore.
not on these new cans, dude. They
And
took
also
it
they
off
used
the
to
cans.
have like a spot where like who's ever on the canning duty that day would put like a funny saying or whatever.
Oh, hold up. It's on the little yellow pills.
Oh, is it?
Look up, Jason. Look up.
Yeah, it's still there on the pills. It's not on this Mas Lima thing. This beer fucking sucks, though.
I
mean, wait, let's be honest though, dude. Is smoking weed out of an aluminum can the best thing for us?
No, man. Like,
no, it's
you
got
can-
plastic.
yeah,
Bro,
like,
when you're desperate, like and you're in high school, you take the screen from the faucet in your bathroom and use that as your screen on your pipe from parts that you bought from Ace Hardware. And
John,
you had to make do. So you take in a little bit of carcinogen, but you got high as fuck.
yeah, but now I gotta go by like 4 smoke shops and a weed store to get to the Ace Hardware. So like, it's not really.
I remember me and my
necessary
friend.
anymore.
We were 14. We actually went to an Ace Hardware to buy parts to make a pipe, and they're the helpful people or whatever their fucking thing is. And so guys, like,
Ace is the place to help for
you guys need any help? And we're like, nope, we're good. And then we're in the plumbing section. He's just eyeballing us. He's like, what the fuck are these motherfuckers doing? And we just we didn't even
You're either making a pipe or a pipe bomb. So whatever it is, it's not fucking good.
They're either like, go ahead.
I was gonna say
I
when
didn't smoke weed till 5 years ago. So
when I first started eating differently, people were like, aren't you worried about what's in a Beyond Burger? I'm like, dude, I fucking smoked aluminum in high school. Like, I'm fine. Nothing's gonna happen to me. We literally aluminum foil. People would make pipes out of them. Like, what? Like, there's no. I don't know. Yeah,
the coconut fat instead of the beef fat. I think I'll be okay.
Right. I think I'm gonna be fine.
The first time I smoked weed,
my body is all microplastics.
The first time I smoked weed was out of a aluminum pipe, and I remember I was 16 because I was driving my dad's Jeep, and I was in there with my friend, and we were hotboxing in the Jeep.
The first time I ever smoked, I was driving my dad's car.
This is not an admission of guilt or any wrongdoing.
The statute of limitations is passed, John. You're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't even think about driving my dad's
I took
car
a
after
hit,
doing that.
and so you're smoking out of like an aluminum piece of aluminum, and you don't know. Like I didn't smoke cigarettes or anything, but when it hits you, it's literally hot, and it hits the back of your throat, and it hurts. And I coughed the weed out of the pipe, and my friend was like, "What are you doing?"
I have seen and
like
done
an
that
80s
before,
movie.
John.
I'm so sorry.
So I was pretty inventive when I was a kid and teenager back in the old 80s, and I would make a water pipe with a straw poking into the side of a thing and then melting wax around it to make it watertight, and then having a little aluminum foil thing bowl on the side, right, and then and you'd hit it. What's funny is like I left it in my room. My mom's like, here's some trash. She had no idea what it was.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah, weed just comes in jewels now. So like you just go buy a jewel for weed, and then that's it.
We're living in the future, man.
It's amazing.
So yeah, this beer sucks, and
moving on.
This beer sucks.
Honestly, like one of the worst beers we've done on the show in a long time. Like there's not really much redeemable about it.
Wow.
Like it's just a shitty beer. Like there's it's a bad recipe. Like what a fucking.
And honestly, the burrito was not made with lime and salt. It was just a Mexican lager. Like let's just do that. Let's just go back to that. Like that's fine. So next beer we're doing Dale's
everyone
Pale
overdoes
Ale,
the
right?
lime and salt, and this one is the worst I've ever had of it. Yeah, let's do Dale's Pale Ale. It's hard to fuck that.
Well, I
up,
hope
right?
we do that because I already poured it.
I poured myself a little Dale's Pale Ale right here.
Look at the difference between yours and how it looks, and your light between mine. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, without the light.
Again,
With
this
the light?
one, since it was stored warm,
Bringing on the Dales.
It smells like brown bread, which I love, but it doesn't smell crazy pungent. I think it's because it was warm.
What's the canning dates from all of your
Mine's
cans?
Austin 316, bro.
Oh wow, freshie.
Yep. Hashtag Team Old IPA.
I thought they closed Austin.
Early
Mine is
Feb.
smudged. I think it's 2 or 3. I can't tell. So.
December 20th.
Oh shit.
December 20th?
Man,
Yes.
It's a Christmas miracle.
dude, call your Total Wine and More and be like, I need my money back.
Oh, they all are.
My friend Greg said.
Gosh,
My
darn
friend
it, man.
Greg's. I found a mouse in my beer. You fucking owe me free beer, eh?
Nobody should be selling 2023 mixed packs. Come on.
So I'm putting my beer up to
Mine's
the
awesome.
camera. My head comes off a little too orange, but there is an orange tint to my head.
Orange
Just a
hue.
little bit.
This is a pale ale as it was 20 years ago. It is
As God
caramel
intended
malt.
it to be. Right.
Mine,
This is
mine
where
I
the
can
hop-
just tell. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Go for
Oh,
it. I'm
I
still
can
cringing.
just tell. I can just tell mine was stored warm. It's just this is not the Dales that I remember.
Yeah,
This
for sure.
smells like a brewery. You know what I mean? If you're in the brewery, like in the
Like grape
tasting room,
nuts?
and they're like, if you go to Stone, where you can smell them, malting in or whatever. Like that's what this smells like.
No,
It's,
mine tastes like a Werther's original.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
caramely.
there.
It's caramel.
But there's
taste.
like a bitter. It's like a bitter Werther's for some reason. Like
Yeah.
your grandparents hated you, and they're like, here's my old Werther's with a little
I'm
poison
sorry.
on it, honey.
I don't think this is old. I'll give it
Mine's
the benefit
old
of
as
the doubt
fuck.
and say that it's March. So this is a 3-month-old beer.
Okay, yours is good.
This
Then.
is so. Who's drinking this still?
Right. Well, I just drank one of these. Well, I guess it's been a couple years because people were like, "Hey, start drinking old beers," and so I reviewed one of these a couple years ago, and I remember liking it.
Do you?
I just think that this was stored warm, so it just is shit.
Maybe if
It's
it
just
had
bread.
more
It's brown
hop
bread.
character to it,
I
it'd
wouldn't
come
call
off
it
like a
shit.
celebration or something. But
I
it
wouldn't
doesn't
call it
have the
shit.
hop character and bitterness to kind of back up the maltiness. It's just a little too malty for me to where it.
It's very
I-
caramely.
I wouldn't call it shit. And honestly, this doesn't feel out of line with how I remember Dale's tasting.
True.
It
Oh.
definitely can be better with more hop, like fresh hop character. Like some piney character would really help balance this caramel
it's-
malt.
Too
Right.
much
But this is-
Werther's.
But this is just fucking how hoppy beer was until like 2016.
Do you think
someone
that's
had said,
hoppy?
mine isn't hoppy. Someone had said I should blind Sierra Nevada
it's-
Pale Ale versus this. I'm like, I would know right away which one's
Oh,
which.
for sure.
Not even
Absolutely.
close. Yeah, not even close.
Pale ale's like if you like
That's a
this
fucking
old school.
desert. That's a desert island beer for me.
So good. Yeah. I'm gonna give this.
Difference between
it's
this and Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is good.
It's hoppy. It's hoppy too.
and
But
it's got
I-
some hop character because I'm fairly certain they still use whole cone hops for everything, and that comes through on the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Where this, not that the whole hops make a difference, but that much of a difference. But this is just way too malty. And
It's malty.
Like
The
butterscotchy.
caramel malt is crazy in this, and it's just beer is not made like this anymore. And I think kind of for a reason, like people have grown out of this. Although I say caramel malt, but I just looked up a recipe, and the Homebrewers Association had one in the Zymergy magazine, which usually those are pretty accurate, like in those and it's all Maris Otter and Carahel.
Huh.
all right.
See, I wonder what Matt Becker would say about this beer right now because he's a Maris Otter fucking stan, and like I think he would love this beer.
Maris Otters.
Yeah, I mean, I like Maris Otter too when it's fresh. Mine's like phone booky and sort of bitter and sort of acrid and.
Phone book.
Mine's a little too sweet and too like caramelly. It's too
It's
sweet. and-
cloying.
It's like
It's what it
drinking
is.
candy.
It's
Mine's turning the
cloying.
corner from that.
Greg, do people these days know what phone books are? By the way, my goodness.
I don't know. Yeah. So
We were
take
just talking.
it's
He's
like a
all Greg.
wet.
He don't give a fuck.
It's like a wet. Take a Bible and get it wet and let it sit in the backseat of your car.
Yeah, everyone go out and buy a Bible and wet it.
Douse
Phone
it,
book, yeah. This beer tastes like wet Bible.
Man, like back in the days, we'd get a phone book, man. We'd throw it in the pool. We'd throw it back and forth.
Back when we used
That's
to
how
get
I
the
know.
newspaper and
Greg
it rained.
would
That's
go-
how I know.
Greg would go rip it in half in front of a high school gymnasium full of people.
But you'd have to get it wet first. Yeah, sit on it.
When we got phone books, how often did we actually use the phone book?
I
Dude, we
it all
used
the
to
time.
order
remember-
pizza from a phone book.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I can see
Don't you
that.
remember? Like they would have an entire page, and you would see like the coupons they were going to use. Phone books were the fucking best.
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
no.
You guys, I got
Yeah.
2 glasses so I could like alternate and like if one sucked, but like now 2
Chug-
suck.
You got to chug it, dude.
Drinks the dumpa.
Bro, I have like 3 glasses on the floor next to me. What are you doing? We've been doing this podcast for 10 years.
I
By the
remember
way,
my first mix pack.
well, when was our
Jason?
first podcast, Greg? You brought this up. It was, since we're reminiscing here.
Just over 10 years ago, eh?
Yeah,
Really?
there was like a. It was in my
Serious?
Facebook.
Oh,
old
don't
Facebook
don't chug it, guys. Don't
thing.
chug.
It hurts. That hurts.
First episode
it's-
was June
on-
2nd, June 2nd, 2014. So happy 10 years, guys.
Happy 10 years.
Happy 10
fellas.
years, guys. This Maris Otter is hanging on my soft palate, and it's fucking me up, dude.
It's swimming
not
on its
good.
back, looking all cute on your.
And
on your
Jason
Hold
phone.
up.
Harris was never heard from again.
Oh, that water is the best thing I
Oh.
ever drank. Oh, that
Sorry,
was
man.
not. Don't
love
chug. Don't
wanna-
chug.
I'm
Caramel
serious when I
malt.
say that I want to go buy a fresh Dale's Pale Ale somewhere
I'm
to
telling
rectify
you.
the situation.
Get a fresh
Yeah.
one that was stored cold. You'll be fine.
I
Go
really
get it on
think a lot of
draft
this
somewhere.
is the age, and not
Age?
necessarily the quality.
I mean,
Yeah, but,
look at
I
the
mean-
color of that fucking beer. It is a multi-ass Columbus Centennial Cascade Northern Brewer
John, here's
old
the
ass fucking recipe.
here's
It's
the
just
issue right now.
old.
We've had 3 beers from Oscar Blues, and 2 of them have sucked. We're not.
I
This is
know.
not going well.
Speaking of suck, let's try their hazy IPA.
We're not going to get that Canarchy retweet.
Oh darn!
I'm sorry, the Monster Beverage Incorporated.
Yeah, no, Jason Monster Brewing is
Yeah,
technically
Monster
what they're known
Brewing.
as for this
This was
segment
canned in,
of their
this was canned in
portfolio.
March. I'm gonna
I mean,
go
it's-
to. I'm gonna
it's
guess
hazy.
that this is not gonna be juicy at all.
It's hazy.
Yeah, so
It's got
we're
that-
opening
it's
up.
got that-
We're opening up Hazy Blues, which they call on the can a juicy IPA, which
It's gonna give
usually
us
is a
all the
bad
blues.
sign. When you call your beer something, it's usually not that thing. So
I
juicy
believe-
is being-
you know
smells
what?
artificial.
You know what, guys? Maybe this one will be good.
What do you
No,
mean
it's
by
not.
artificial?
It smells like when car fresheners try and be like a smell because it's not
Oh,
like
I
a real
gotcha, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
it doesn't smell like actual. It says it's juicy, so you want it to smell some sort of like citrus juice or something. It doesn't smell like actual fruit juice.
Does it
The
smell
smell-
like Citra, Lupomax, Galaxy, and Strata?
Is that what the hops are?
That's what they claim.
It's 7%.
It almost
The smell on this reminds me of the non-alcoholic Sam Adams Hazy IPA. That's also, I think, called Juicy, which for an NA IPA is pretty good. I've heard
Didn't-
feedback from some pro brewers who are like, yeah, that beer isn't what you think it is. Like there's a lot of shit going on with that thing to make it taste like a beer, where it's
I
like
actually-
they're using ingredients that you normally wouldn't use in a beer. And this kind of smells like that.
I'm here for that with NA beer. Like whatever mad scientist bullshit you got to do. Like I don't give a shit.
I actually don't.
I'm
I don't.
kinda-
I don't hate the taste of this. I don't love it by any means, but I don't hate it.
All of these have gotten like a tremendous head for me. I will say that. Like
That's what she said.
the every
I don't
one
love
of
it.
these beers I've poured has had like a big inch thick of foam.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that age player.
When it
Mhm.
comes
I'll
When
give
it
you an
comes
inch
to-
thick.
All right, I have a question though about the term juicy in IPA. Do people still say that? I feel like people stopped doing
Yeah,
that like
people do.
5 years ago.
Of
You
course they
watch
do.
Joe's channel. His
How dare
favorite
you.
juicy IPAs are orange juice IPAs that taste like orange juice after he brushed his teeth. And still a thing.
I do
Nice.
love that. I do love
You
that.
Okay.
tune in.
This is old, but it's pretty good.
Mine's
It's
not
not
bad.
bad.
Ain't bad.
No, it's not terrible.
Like if this was fresh, it would be good.
It almost has like a. It's weird. Like it's weird for me saying this, but it almost has a little bit of like almost coconut thing, which seems strange saying because there's
See, I
no
was gonna
Sabro
say-
in this, right?
Is there Sabro, Jason? in
There's no
this?
Sabro, right, Jason?
No, Galaxy, Strata, and Citra Lupomax.
Maybe it's the Strata doing that.
For me,
Yeah,
this
and-
has along the lines of that coconut thing. It reminds me of something I often get from hazies, which is vanilla cake batter quality.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that-
say the same thing. It has that white cake batter thing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting from this. It's not terrible. I will. I bought the 15 pack. I don't think unless I'm drunk. I'm not drinking the Dales, the Mas Lima. Unless I'm desperate, I'll drink that.
You're gonna get a wasted FaceTime from John going, "Oh my gosh, Dale's is the best."
No,
I love Dale's Pale
not
Ale.
that.
Oh my god!
I want to hang out with Dale.
Yeah, I'm not a big hazy
Do
fan,
it for
but
Dale.
I do appreciate the regional breweries like stabs at doing hazy IPA, and this is like no different. It is pretty shelf stable. There's something that is here that's not offensive for being a 4-month-old. Mine is
Right.
Feb 4th, I think.
For
It's not too shitty. It's not great. But like if I was at a party and this was like in a bucket or whatever, it'd be like, okay.
Could you imagine? Hey, I brewed a beer. Can you taste it? What do you think? Well, it's not too shitty.
dude, okay, I have a quick aside here. I'm using 2 of the same glass from Pizza Port's Strong Ale Fest.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing I've
And-
heard.
It has
Joe's fucking
four-
cracking up.
it has a line,
not
a
too
fill
shitty.
line that they
Got a
use
4
at the
ounce line, yeah.
festival for 4 ounce. This whole glass is 12 ounces, and look at where that fill line is.
That's no 4 ounces.
That's like
I know.
6,
That's how they get
maybe
you drunk.
8 ounces.
They're trying to get
And
you
this was
hammered.
for Pizza Port's Strong Ale Fest, which
Yeah,
everything is 12%.
That 4 ounces
Yeah,
is there
that's
in
at
case
least
you're a
10
cop.
ounces
That's
right
what it's
there.
for.
That's why Pizza Port is fucking legends.
I'm not offended by this beer whatsoever. I think
it's not too shitty,
It's an
dude.
outlier. It's not
It's
too
pretty
shitty.
good. Like I said, the hop character is really faded because mine is 6 months old. But
Can we make a 4 Brewers glass that says it's not too shitty on the back of it?
Yeah,
we
we
used to
can.
brew the shit out of it. So there's
yeah,
not,
we
it's
haven't
not
brewed the
far.
shit out of it glass.
It's not
Yeah.
too shitty. I'm sweating from laughing on. Holy smokes, it's warm out here.
Welcome to
It-
the 4 Brewers,
No,
Joe.
this one's pretty good, man.
My goodness.
I'm shocked the hazy
Oh,
IPA is the best one so far.
I get the age does show in by way of like pencil shavings.
Yeah, a little
Little
bit. Yeah.
pencil shaving thing, like note in there. Like you
Yeah.
just sharpen a pencil. Yeah, that smell.
I'm gonna
I get that
wash my
too.
glass out with.
And Joe, I forgot what he said, but it made me think of home brewing. If I brewed this as a home brewer, I would be proud of it. I mean,
It's not too shitty.
It's not too shitty, John.
not too shitty. That's the name of the episode, by the way. Good job.
Keep up
Joe.
the
Or
good
whoever said
work.
that. Greg.
That was Greg. I cannot take credit for that. I wish I could.
Yeah. But it's yeah. If I made this, I would be like, this is fine for me. I'm happy with my skills with
My
this. But
hazy IPA.
from a brewery like Oscar Blues. It's
Yeah.
fine.
You mean Monster?
I do think
Yes, Monster Blend.
though, like looking back at the old Chub IPA Burrito Death by Coconut Hot
Old
Box,
chub, yeah, right.
I'm just like, God damn, that was such a better lineup of beer than this. You
I
know,
would agree
like,
with you. Yeah.
God damn, I hate that we're becoming the like old guys being like the good old days of beer were so much better. But
I
God,
think that I think that's where our show, we have to be ourselves, right? I mean,
yeah, it is our demo, but it's like, yeah, these beers are all fucking mid at best.
Jason, that's perfect. They're all mid at best. And
And I think that's the challenge with
sad.
every regional becoming national is like all their beer becomes the lowest common denominator bullshit. And it's just like, yeah, this is the beer that'll be the least offensive for the most people. And I don't know, like I would really be curious what like a random non-beer drinker thinks of this Mas Lima shit.
I can't. Yeah, there's
I'll
no
give
way
it to
that
my wife and watch her cringe.
Bring
Is
her
your wife-
in.
You're not a beer drinker.
Oh, she absolutely drinks beer. but
Jason, I'll try that tonight because
I'll give her stuff. And
my
she's
wife-
like, "Oh,
my wife, she
My
likes Buena Vesa. Like when we go, the last time
As
we
she
went
should.
to, where would we go? Somewhere in San Diego. We went to like this random
it's
vegan
Stone's best
taco
beer.
shop, and one of their only craft beers was Buena Vesa, and she got that with her tacos, and she's a fan of that beer. She doesn't drink
Dude,
it, all the
Bro, if I
time.
walk into a taco shop and their only beer is Buena Vesa, I'm stoked.
right.
Like, fuck
Well, it was
yeah.
a vegan taco shop at that, so
Even
and
better.
their tacos were
I'm
fucking,
hitting
and it was like
Modelo or whatever's
it was
next.
on like a tiny corner, and like they sold like an Easter bunny out from Easter.
Do you
It was
remember the
very
name of
good.
it and tell me?
As a San
I'll let you
Diegan
know.
adjacent person, Joe, do you appreciate that like the general beer bar is so high in San Diego that
Oh,
like
it's insane.
your average shithole like restaurant is like, yeah, they have like 3 taps of like high quality beer.
no.
Like
Yeah.
it just is that way.
Dude, it's awesome.
You guys,
I'm
I poured
the-
the last one.
The
Just real
mutant
quick-
IPA.
I don't
Go ahead,
know.
Joe.
I don't like the name of this Tropic Mutant. Like, who said that was a good name for a beer? Like, what are we doing? Tropic Mutant.
Isn't that like all the old boomer packs, like the dad packs? Speaking of tomorrow's Father's Day, but shout out to mix packs for all the dads out there.
That's us, dude.
I know the tropic.
We are
Mutant.
literally dads drinking mix packs right now.
I know, right? We are. It's beerception.
Sir?
Beerception.
Sir, I am not a father.
You are. You're a,
You have a
you're a
dog.
dad. You're a dog dad.
Yeah.
I'm a cat daddy.
Unpredictable.
You're a
evolution.
daddy.
What was
This
I
thing-
talking about? Oh yes, the Tropic Mutant. Yeah, doesn't like Mine Haze. They have a mixed pack as well, and they have some weird like mutant version or the Voodoo Ranger mutant. I don't know. Don't they all have
This-
like a weird hazy IPA thingy?
This can though, it says uses cutting edge science of suds. That
Oh,
I
I
just
know,
don't
man.
believe you.
I hate
There's you're
suds.
not using Oscar Blues is not using cutting edge anything.
So
No,
this was
no.
the beer that reminded me of like astronaut ice cream for some reason.
Science of Suds is 100% a Monster Energy person being like, here's a great beer. They put that in the chat GPT. Like the reason why like useless marketing people think AI is going to replace everybody is because it's good at replacing them. They're like, wow, this thing can write shitty code and shitty emails. Wow, I guess it's going to replace everybody in the world.
Right.
I'm a software developer, and this is going to replace me.
Mhm.
See, this smells to me. It has that chapsticky thing that I always come back to. I
Chapstick, yeah, dude.
just don't.
I
Do
said
you guys still have
stale.
a pour of the hazy? Because
Yeah, I still got the can.
I don't know. They kind of smell the same.
Here's an idea, Oscar Blues. Stop experimenting.
This is a Galaxy, Stratus, and Talus, according to beerrepublic.eu,
Talus.
which I don't know why beerrepublic.eu is the only website that lists that information, but here we are.
It's got a
Wow.
really weird cedary wood character to the hops, as well as like a stale tang. I don't know if you guys have ever had tang in your life, but
Yes,
Dude,
it's
I'm
there.
an astronaut. Yeah, I know Tang.
When the astronaut ice cream with cedary wood, like a balsa wood, those ones where you wrap the rubber band in there and you fly the balsa wood airplane
mhm.
and then it hits you in the mouth and you're like, ow,
I don't
So,
like
uh,
this
that.
beer.
like that.
on Untapped, they only have a listing for this as Cosmic Mutant IPA. On the can, it's just called Tropic Mutant. So I don't know if
It's
I
a
may have-
different beer. Yeah.
Yeah, I may have pulled the
Cosmic
wrong,
Mutant's an older one. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's the untapped rating of this beer?
Oh, there.
New. It is
3.7?
3.7. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, but
3.7.
teeth.
yeah.
Wow.
That's those
again,
dads, dude.
Mine, the hops are faded in mine. It's an old beer.
Yep.
I like the base beer with the faded hops better than the hazy, which I thought was okay.
You like this better
uh,
than the last one?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Um,
I agree. Yeah.
It's not as sweet, which I prefer. It's more dry.
Exactly. Yep.
But again, the hop character is really faded. It's hard to judge a beer based off like the aged shell of itself that this is.
I would like to try it fresh, just
Mine's
throwing
from
it out there.
February.
It does really make me wonder how much any of the Canarchy brands actually give a shit anymore.
Why would they?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're Monster Beverage Company
No.
and their top selling fucking Monster the Beast energy drink apparently outsells every other beer in their portfolio.
I don't care about
Is-
beer.
now, is the Beast an alcoholic drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally just
Why didn't we drink
Monster
those
with
today?
alcohol. We've done those
Oh.
on the show before.
Well, speaking of Monster,
Oh,
good segue here.
You know what's weird is after drinking this mix pack, I'm actually looking forward to this, and I wanted to hate myself for even doing this.
is there a preferred can Can you give us a demo on how to pour this?
Yeah, here, hold
Because
on. I got to go grab that other stuff. Hang on.
I'm gonna go get a
All right.
spoon.
We'll
Hang
wait
on.
for
Yeah.
Joe to come. We'll wait for Joe
Yeah.
to come back. But
I gotta
the
get
next,
a spoon
the next
too.
beer involves a glass like this, which shout out to Radiant Brewing for this awesome glass, and a spoon like this. Jason, don't. You're spoiling it. No one's back yet. No one's back yet.
All right, BRB.
All right, let me get mine.
Does the monster go first, John?
Well, we'll get there, Joe. We'll get there.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone
Sorry.
left. Okay, so everyone's back. Yeah, so back in, let me check my show notes here. Where are my notes? In 20, what was it? Oh gosh, it was in chat. The thing when I use Chat GPT to do the thing. In 2022, Monster Beverage Corporation acquired Canarchy and all of their brands. So I oh, my dog was
bet it.
freaking out. So
like,
you
I
heard
bet.
my dog. The reason my
She's
dog
like,
is here
don't
on
do
this
it,
video
John. Don't do it.
is because my wife is sitting here because she wants to see me drink this thing. This was Jason's idea, and it took me a week to
It's
really
going
wrap
viral, you
my head around
fuckers.
this.
I've got
Yeah,
my
this is the
finger on
thing.
the goddamn pulse.
This is
God,
the
everything's
thing.
going fucking nuts here. So these are the two. We've got a Guinness Nitro Stout and a Monster Energy Nitro, which I just learned today. Monster Energy makes nitrogenated
It is the
beverages.
super dry Monster Energy Nitro. Yes.
I do
I
not
don't
have
know
a Monster Nitro
What
because I
the
couldn't
fuck
find
is?
it.
Isn't
Mate-
Super Dry supposed to have like no like
Super
sugar?
dry.
This has 51 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
It's super fucking dry, John. I don't know.
You know what? You know what the
I'm reading an
daily value
article
of sugar
from-
is in here? It's 102% of your daily sugar value. Just in this
Well,
one
don't.
thing.
We're only drinking half of it. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Beware the Gonster. I'm on vinepair.com. This article was posted May 16th. That was a month ago. Beware the Gonster, social media's viral Guinness Monster mashup.
Yes.
So
The
somebody
Gonster.
saw that Monster is on Nitro now, and they said, well, what else is on Nitro? Well, Guinness is on Nitro. So I guess you just got to layer them.
So
Well,
does the monster go first?
The
Yeah.
Monster goes on
Goes
the bottom.
first. Yes.
And
so
you
we're
wanna
gonna open the
pour that-
Monster.
and then wait for the foam to dissipate because there's a head to it.
What's
Well, I don't have to
Nitro?
worry
So
about
it's
mine because
barely
I don't have Guinness Nitro because I couldn't find it anywhere, and it's a good thing. 'cause
You don't
there's
have
milk in
Monster.
it.
You have Guinness, but you don't have Monster.
Oh,
in it.
sorry,
so
Monster.
okay, wait. Yeah, if you don't, whatever one you don't have, the CO2 one goes on the bottom.
All right. So there is the.
Oh, no.
Oh man, see, mine's not green like yours. Dang it!
Oh
Mine was
darn.
green.
That
Oh, what
is-
monster did you
good.
buy?
I have just the regular monster.
I have this comically
The
oversized
CO2 goes on
spoon.
the bottom.
Okay, I got it.
My spoon is too big.
Me and Jason have a similar spoon. That's my spoon.
I have this.
You know, it's
It's
That's
funny.
like
I
a
was
gravy spoon, I think. So,
funny
but it-
story. I was
yeah.
putting these Guinnesses in my fridge, and one fell on the ground, and the perfect hole. It squirt right into my eyeballs and my ears. It was like,
Greg,
So
our
I got,
Guinness is called Guinai.
get eye. I
We'll
get some
take
get eye
Guinea.
in my.
Okay, so we're opening the Guinness. It's the nitrogen.
This is going to be
infusion.
fucking terrible. There's no way this is going to taste good. There's just no way.
Don't judge it until you try it, Joe.
Listen,
All right,
I will judge the shit
Oh
out
my
of this
God,
drink.
you guys.
looking so fucking weird.
Yvonne,
Mine's
can you-
working.
Can you hold this up?
Mine's
on the
working.
camera,
Hey,
please?
are we doing
All right.
this?
My wife is holding up this, and
My
I'm gonna
wife.
pour.
Right, you
My
guys.
wife-
Oh shit!
I did
it's
it.
not working.
Mine looks like a black and tan.
Okay, my spoon is too big. This is not
did it.
working.
No, this big spoon is perfect.
I wish I could take it. Let's see here.
I'm
Let's
doing
get it
it.
on my cool keyboard.
I'm fucking doing it.
I fucking did it, you guys.
I think I did it too.
I gonstered it.
I gongstered
Toilet paper or
it.
something?
What'd I call it, Jason?
The gongster.
The bongster. Look at Glassy. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. What a perfect glass for that.
It's my boy Glassy, dude.
Yeah,
I love
baby.
it. I love it.
We all
Is that
did.
the-
We all
is
do
that the
it,
trick or treat one?
I did it.
It's the Valentine's Day glass.
dude. We all fucking did it. Nice.
Mine
before
isn't
we-
bright green, unfortunately.
Before we drink, I spilled because my spoon is too
I'm
big.
taking a photo of this shit. This is fucking legend. Fucking oath.
Damn it! I got it on my nice keyboard too. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Luckily,
John, are
it's-
you gonna chug it?
well, I'm gonna. I mean, how do we drink this? Like, I've never had a black and tan.
How do you fucking drink?
You never
this?
had a black and tan?
I didn't get this
No.
far, dude.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me
gosh,
see
black
if
and tans are
VinePair.
awesome.
Let me see if VinePair.com has any advice on how we drink this shit. No, it's just them talking about how they drank it. I mean, it layers magically.
It's so weird what the Guinness smells like with the Monster. It's just weird. It doesn't smell terrible.
I will say it does. The layering is perfect, and I did a fucked up pour. Like I just poured down the side of the glass, and it's retained.
Yeah,
Mine's
so-
got a poem
it's
on
good.
the side. Look at
Roses are red, violets. What is it?
roses are red, violets are blue. I only want to get shit faced with
Oh.
you.
That's good.
Love
Oh,
your
why
boy
is it-
Glassy.
It smells like baby aspirin.
Oh man, the monster smell is so prevalent. Even though
Yeah,
I
you
It
can't
is.
cover it up. I'm gonna douse this.
The
I'm gonna dose
monster
it with
is
more.
coming through the Guinness.
I don't hate
how
the
is
way
it coming?
smells.
How's it coming up?
I'm
It
dosing.
smells.
I'm
It's you know
doing
what? It
extra.
smells like chocolate. Like what is that? Chocolate.
It's not too shitty, John.
Chocolate orange. It smells like orange chocolate. Joe, you don't have the nitro, but it smells like orange chocolate.
No, you're right. It has like
It's,
a chocolate covered fruit something.
All
It's
right.
kind of okay.
That's not. I don't hate
The-
it the way it smells.
Even like 80%
Ron's
Guinness
not a
and
fan.
20% Monster. It's
Still
still
all
really-
Monster. Yeah,
Still all Monster.
it's very monstery.
No, but it has that roasty finish.
Did you drink it?
Okay, we're gonna
Yeah,
drink it.
yeah.
Oh, Jason did it.
Look, it's staying layered
caught
even as I
mine up.
drink it. Like I'm drinking it and it's still layered. Look at this shit.
Mm. Ah. Mm.
Ooh. Mm.
Ooh.
What is that?
You woke up in Dublin.
What is that flavor?
It does it for me. It tastes like orange chocolate.
It takes over
Um,
the Guinness though, dude.
it's a little-
Like the Guinness, you can't really taste it.
Yeah, the Guinness.
It's very, it's very demonstrative.
Yeah, it's like somebody put like Tang or something in your coffee.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's not the worst thing I've ever had.
it's better than the fucking lime lager we drank.
Yeah, it's way better than that fucking lime lager, dude.
100%
Ow.
agreed.
this is for I should try the monster naked, but
Hey, Oscar
coming off
Blues, shit
very,
can the Moss
very-
Lama and can gongsters
monsters.
or whatever it's called.
It's coming off very like I said, orange chocolate. Like if you've had
What a-
chocolate that's heavy on the orange, that's what this is. And then it finishes, it has a lingering bitterness on the back end, which I think if
dumped
you
a
had
bunch more
good
Guinness.
orange chocolate, it'd be more sugary and that would handle the
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever had an energy drink of any kind. I mean, I tasted somebody's like Red Bull.
You've
once.
never had an energy drink?
What?
Never in my life.
What?
No.
Holy smokes!
What the fuck? How?
It's just a waste of money. I don't drink caffeine either, really. So
What do you just
Wow.
like wake up with like a natural energy, like a fucking?
You just
weirdo?
get out of
just-
bed like.
I drink some water and then
Well,
yeah,
water
that's
gets you
about it.
going, dude.
all right, I'm gonna
Can I
try
have
the
breakfast?
monster nitro straight up because I've
Dude,
never
on
had it.
its own is fucking disgusting.
It's that milk. It's all that cow titty, Greg.
Hold on, this is the first time Greg's had Monster though.
This
so
is
let's
crazy.
see. I've never actually tried.
It's so
this shit.
sweet. It's like melted ice cream, like sherbet ice cream.
I cannot believe you've never had an energy drink.
Oh, ugh. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't
the
taste
nitro
like.
doesn't really do a lot for Monster. It just tastes like Monster.
I
it
mean,
tastes like-
I can see how this could be addicting because it's so sweet, so sugary, but it's also very crisp. It's
Wait,
funny.
you
it
can
says
see how
super-
the beer with the monster could be. A
no,
good
no, no,
thing?
just the monster, just the
Oh,
monster.
I was like, wait a second, what are we doing?
Yeah, and I drink Monster, but I drink the white Ultra that has no sugar.
Oh, you
And I
drink
find it
this on
refreshing.
purpose?
Yeah, it's really good. It's refreshing, and
Okay.
this is way sweet. But
The original
in a
monster tasted like cotton candy to me.
This is too
I'm gonna
sweet.
try it with the hazy
I
beer.
generally drink a sugar-free Monster.
Try with it. Put the lime lager in that bitch. See what happens.
Wait, we're mixing the
Oh,
we're
no,
mixing
what
the
are we doing?
Monster with the hazy boy.
I'm gonna put the monster with the lime lager to see if it saves.
Hold
it.
on, let me get my gigantic spoon.
I'll save one. I'll try the lime lager as well with the Monster. I'm just doing.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow feeling horrible, being like, why do I not feel well?
You have the worst hangover.
Fucking.
All right, I put in
So-
like maybe a half ounce of Monster into the
this
lime
is going
lager.
more poorly in this glass. Oh fuck!
Mine worked.
Oh, it didn't work. It's not
Let's
good.
see.
It did no, mine did not layer. It just
Oh.
made it. It just made it fucking gross.
You have ecto
Oh.
cooler, man.
Oh, fuck it! I'm
Hey,
drinking it.
Jason,
I'll drink the dumper.
Jason, do the
Mine
lime
layered
lager
with the
Monster.
hazy.
The perfect fuck you dad Father's Day drink. Monster energy drink.
It's true.
We're just gonna punch the fuck like the drywall in all of our houses at all-time low tonight.
Max
Oh,
Power
God.
also said you can drink Malort next week. I would rather drink Malort than this. I have Malort.
What is better, Tropic
Bro,
Mutant or
dude. The hazy with the fucking Monster is good. It's better than it was.
Are you
It's
kidding
so
me?
much. Yeah, it actually does
That's
kind of
not
taste
bad.
like Ecto Cooler.
It's so
fucking
Ecto
legit.
Cooler.
It's better than it was with the Guinness. It's actually really good. I gotta mix it with the rest of these beers.
How much
Wait,
Monster
you
did put in
did
there?
the monster. You did the monster with the hazy.
Oh, I put
Yeah,
a
dude.
lot. Yeah, I put the rest of it.
No, it still tastes like crap. Oh God. Oh God.
I feel like I get a spit looky.
John, God can't help you right now, player.
This was a bad idea.
The bottle share player.
I mean, I'll do it for like the.
Ooh, dude, the monster with the hazy. You're right, Jason. It's not bad.
It's
What-
not,
what's
not too
wrong
shabby.
with
Pretty,
you?
pretty good, dude.
It's
It
not
is
bad.
not good.
It's pretty fucking
No, it's
decent.
not
Look at
bad.
that. Look at that. Like weird. It looks like fucking
know it'd
ecto.
be-
It looks like ectoplasm. It is Ecto Cooler, dude. We made it.
Jason,
Oh,
before you take another drink, go put a shitload of ice in that glass. I bet you it's
Okay.
10 times
go for
better.
it.
I'm not gonna.
I would top
Alright,
it
yeah.
with mostly Monster and like make it like a beer cocktail kind of deal. Put some bitters
good.
in there, you know.
Throw some bourbon in there.
Oh man.
Yeah. The Guinness one's kind of I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it's not that great.
I mean, we're not doing this to insult Monster Brewing or Oscar Blues, but it's
It's
a
a
fact
meme.
that Monster Energy owns Canarchy, which is Oscar Blues, and it only makes sense to combine. I mean, to try the nitros together, and Guinness has
think-
nothing to do with this, but
I think
Guinness
this
is like, what
glassy
the fuck?
face. Yeah, Guinness is innocent in all of this, but I think this glassy face really sums up this show. It's just fuck.
bad.
I guarantee you that if you go to Dublin next year for St. Patrick's Day,
I'm from
that
Dublin.
these will be at every fucking pub on Temple Street.
Do they have Monster in Europe?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
It's called Monster.
El Monster.
I've had
the monster.
and
Le
I think
Monster.
that
El
Monster
Diablo.
import shit is trash.
If you guys want to drink the Oscar Blues hazy, mix it with Monster. It's good.
That's a hot wreck right there.
Yeah,
So
I mean
over.
it's better than it was.
It's not
Fuck.
that shitty. It's not so
All right.
shitty.
You
Here's
guys,
my dumper.
I didn't expect this Oscar Blues show to suck so much.
I'm
Are
gonna
you, drinking,
cheers.
are you gonna
to-
drink that?
I'm gonna cheers to Kyle in the chat with a healthy sip of a dumper.
There you
Cheers,
go.
Kyle.
Shut the hell up, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
Uh, what a
Cheers, Kyle.
cuvee! What a cuvee!
It is the cuvee.
The Cootie.
All right, you guys. I did not expect this show to suck, but I did suspect it might.
So what do you got?
So I had a backup plan.
Oh, nice.
And my backup plan was even older Oscar Blues beer.
Oh yeah, baby.
What is it?
Weirdly, somewhat problematically, this says "Make Mordor Great Again" on the canning thing.
Mordor?
Mhm. That's one
Yeah.
thing that Oscar Blues used to do in the bottom of the cans.
They used to do cute little messages.
Who's Mordor? How come I don't know who that is?
It's from
It's a
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy.
But this was canned in November 2015.
Dude, that beer is going to be fire right now.
9 years.
And this is 1050 barrel aged
Barrel
in a
aged.
stove in a stovepipe.
For some reason.
Yeah, because that's what you
they're
need.
like,
19.2
you know
ounces
what you
of
need
that.
is 20 ounces of fucking a 12.9%.
Yeah.
Just
Hey
shotgun
boss.
it.
Hey boss. What are we gonna put this in? 12 ounce cans? No. We're
No.
putting him in 19.2.
No. 12 ounce? No. 16? No.
No.
I think that was still the bomber era, and they're like, well, we
19.2.
don't have bombers, so here's the best we can do.
Jason, I'm
Right,
telling you,
yeah.
this beer is going to be so fucking good.
Look
put
at
some
that, dude. The head
je-
is
I'm
like
jealous.
fucking dark chocolate.
Put some monster in it.
That's the head you want, dude. That's
Oh, I should have. I've already drank all the monster. I should have fucking
Oh.
done.
you
a
drank
layer of
that
this.
can of Monster,
Oh.
No,
So
I
no.
didn't.
or you just
uh,
distributed it?
I didn't. Yeah, most of it's
Okay.
in here, but I didn't. There's none in the can. Let's just say that. Okay, so how is 9-year-old barrel aged 1050?
Dude, this is going to be so fucking delicious.
There's no wet cardboard on the nose.
Okay.
Really? Interesting.
Little baby bit.
That's to be
Can't tell you
expected.
how
think.
jealous I am right
I would
now.
assume.
love
Yeah,
that
9
beer.
years. Come on.
Or
My
Jason
boys.
It's a banger, right?
Oh my god.
See?
That is all like dark chocolate.
Hmm.
Like,
Mm.
oh my god, it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
And
put it in your car.
if you would have told me that was 12, like I would not believe that was 12%. That is drinking nice.
It's real nice. It's real nice.
Well, it's good to go out on a positive note from this episode because
Well, that was pre-Canarchy Oscar Blues right there, Jason.
It is.
Damn straight.
Oscar Blues may be dead, but they used to at least be good.
Oscar
That's-
Blues,
that's
we
what's
used
gonna
to
end.
fuck.
That's the best ending ever.
they may be dead, but they used to be good. Okay,
It's not so shitty.
not so shitty.
Not so shitty.
I honestly didn't expect this to be a hit piece of a show.
Did you stop
No.
recording, John?
You can stop.
I
Yeah, we're
did.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
This is when you tell me how I save this again.
It's a
Always
file.
save the project
we're
first.
gonna get to the point where the chat continue walking through it.
Save
So
project
if you go
as,
to
right?
file, save,
Yeah,
it should
save in
save it
case
as a project,
Audacity crashes. Yeah.
Save project
And then
as.
export after.
and just put the date. Put 0615. Joe.
Hold on.
Export.
I do think it was a fun show, though.
I had fun.
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah. I love the conversation of sort of shitting on Total Wine a little bit.
They've been advertising hard on Howard Stern
Dude, he's been doing all that stuff. Total Wine.
to the point where like Gary comes in and gives like a testimonial, and
Yeah.
Robin will do a
Gets all-
testimonial. It's like
Gets all this scotch. What is it? Export is what file? WAV file?
wave.
Yeah, wave. Yeah.
Wow.
It's still funny to me how Gary can't describe what peaty means
I
in
know.
Scotch. It's like, bro,
How-
it's smoky.
It's fucking
It's smoke.
smoke.
Maybe, has he ever
Like-
been to Scotland or Ireland or anything? Then
I don't know, but he
Until
claims
I
to
went,
be a
I
huge Scotch
didn't-
fan, and Howard busts his balls, and they're like, Gary, what's peaty? He's like, it's like a
Hey, Ball.
flavor.
Hey, Ball.
it's like a
Hey, Ball.
instead of wood, because they don't have fucking forests, they use peat and
And
bogs.
I'm just like,
to-
and people even call in and they're like, and yeah, it's peat is from a certain area of Scotland, but it's like, no, it's smoky. Like, just say smoky, and you're
Gary's
good to
just the dude that has like a shit ton of money and can buy whatever scotch he wants.
yeah. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't care.
Kyle asking about unfiltered DBA. I haven't seen that shit in years, but
That's
I
a
haven't been
Firestone
to
beer?
a. Yeah. I haven't seen DBA in years, let alone unfiltered DBA
I think that's something you're gonna see just at the
at the pubs.
The
Even
pubs.
at the
Yeah.
The last time I was at the pubs, man, they are not what they used to be. We went to Slow like 2 years ago. It's huge now, like huge. Like the brewing facility, like doubled in size. And
no, I saw it. The one time they invited me for media for the beer fest, Firestone Walker.
That was just last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I think so.
We should go next year though.
John, to 792 megabytes.
Full Pint was all over that shit, dude. Like,
y'all, 4B trip, Firestone next year. We should all do it. Let's get a room. Let's get some rooms.
Greg, see if we can get some fucking media badges, dude. I don't know if you still have the ins with them, but
hey, John.
Yeah.
Does 792 megabytes sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the thing that I dropped to? What is the thing?
It's go to drive.google.com.
That's right. I got it.
It's the 4 Brewers recording folder.
Planning. That's not it. Legal. 650. Oh, Greg's right there. So I'm just going to put this right here.
Yeah. I just dump it in there.
It's not too shitty. What if I said it's not too shitty, but instead of T's, I put D's to reference 1050?
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
Dude, by the way, hardwiring into my internet this just took like 30 seconds to upload.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Fucking love it. I have great internet, and I've been Wi-Fi this whole time, and then finally I was just like, I can't keep doing this.
I have I don't know 6 Apple TVs. They're all hardwired on Ethernet.
6. You have $1,200 in Apple TVs in your house.
Yeah, dude.
That's a lot of TVs, man.
I watch TV. I didn't buy them all at once.
Yeah, first off, you have 6 TVs.
What? I'm not even going to ask what you watch.
What are we judging right now, Jason?
Yes, I have 6 TVs.
I have 3 right in front of me. I have 3 TVs right in front of me.
Really?
Yes.
What happened? Did everybody freeze? Oh,
see that?
Wait,
what happened to me?
Yes.
Oh,
there's 3.
Is that so you can have like the sports bar effect? You can have like 3 sports on at once. Is that the whole thing?
That's why. Yeah, that's why I do it.
I mean, TVs are dirt cheap, so I get it. But
one of my Apple TVs is on a TV that's on a stand that I take out to my backyard to watch TV on when I want to watch TV on the patio.
What do you watch out there?
Last thing I watched was the Super Bowl. I was going between the TV in the living room and the patio.
Sometimes when you want to crank it open air, you just roll the TV out there and throw on Pornhub with the Bluetooth headphones.
What?
There you go.
4 browsers.
4 browsers.
4 bramblers. Oh, man.
I think that uploaded.
People also call that Gonster the Billy Irish.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Billy Irish.
Yeah, I see your file, Joe. You're good to
Okay.
go.
Yeah, those drinks suck shit.
Yeah, not great.
Well,
so next week we got to do the road and just shit on that even harder.
No. Next week we are doing There Does Not Exist, and those beers will not be bad.
Have you had any of their beer, Joe?
I have not.
Oh, dope. Yeah, they're solid. They're good as fuck. Yeah,
you're in for a treat.
Good as fuck.
I've not.
They're
had
in slow.
I was talking about beers. I still haven't had any ism beer. I've not had any Seek beer. There's a bunch of beer I need to have.
So I'm gonna mail those beers to you, Joe, anyway,
for
next week, just in case you end up not coming to my house. That way you have them, and then if you do come,
I'll just bring them.
You can bring them, or you can keep them, and we'll share. Or
we'll
whatever.
fucking shotgun them.
Actually, let's do that. I'll send you the beers, and if you do end up coming to my house, then you just keep them, and then we'll share mine, and then you can save yours if you want to do them on YouTube or whatever.
Do you know the people who are the brewers there?
We know Anthony. He's a rep for them, and he's
Tony
well
Baggs.
known in Slow. Like everybody knows Tony Baggs. Yeah,
Hey, it's Tony Baggs.
Like the first time I met him, he's like, "I've been looking forward to meeting you." And I'm like, "I don't know who you are." We went to his house for a party, and it's like, "I'm so happy you're here." I'm like, "Who are you?" So yeah.
Could you imagine you meet somebody like, "Dude, I've been so looking forward to meeting you. I don't know who you are."
And it wasn't even like a 4B
I
thing.
think that's how I met
he just
John
knows
as well.
everybody in the beer world, you know?
Greg, it's so nice to finally meet you. John, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I met all the full pint dudes way back in the day at like a bootleggers like anniversary party or something. Like Steven and John were there, and I don't know if Jason was there,
Where is that?
but Matt. It was at a bootleggers anniversary party at a place
Hmm.
called the Muckenthaler.
Was that the one next to
Oh, I
the
was at
railroad
that,
tracks?
actually, yeah.
Like
It's like a
in that
historic
No,
big
house
house
thing.
at the museum. I
It's
was
like a
definitely
historic
at that
museum
I was
house
at that
thing.
bootleggers anniversary for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
That's my
drinking
birthday.
knuckle
It's like
sandwich
one
like
of
your
the
job.
few that I was at. Yeah.
Damn straight.
What happened? What happened there, Greg?
I think that's the first time I met you guys. I was like, "What's
Oh,
up?
okay.
I watch your shit."
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't think this was a 4B. I sound like a douche. This wasn't like a 4B. It was just like
I was
For-
full pint, or not full pint, but it was
you just
it was that
what was
woo,
it?
that
It
woo
was
show.
New Thursday.
New
The
Breathers,
Woo
yes.
show.
Jason, I just got a comment on an old Ballast Point video of a Sculpin video, and the comment says "Gulpin on the Sculpin." That should have been the name of this.
That sounds like a
should have been the
tattoo
name
right
of the show
there.
last week, dude.
Honestly,
Gulpin on the
Gulpin on Sculpin, that commenter, give him a like.
Yeah,
For me.
that's a good one.
Gulpin
Give him a
on
like
the
for old Jason.
That one's gonna get pinned.
That sounds like a fishing boat porn movie.
Gulpin on the Sculpin. Oh shit! All right, I got to get out of here, guys.
All right, buddy.
All
This
right,
was
Joe.
fun.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Later, man.
See ya.
I'm gonna go grab a good beer, guys. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Give me like 2 minutes.
I'll wait till he gets back, and then I bought some Gamecraft loggers.
Hey
God,
Sarah, you want to try the Gonster?
It's still stuck in my throat, man. I don't know what the deal is. How do people drink this?
I drink the non-sugar one. It's
Oh,
less
God.
annoying.
Oh, it's literally like melted sherbet ice cream. So sweet. At first, I thought that said carnitas on it. I was like, that has carnitas in it?
Yeah, it's carnitas in there.
Carnitine? What is it?
Yeah, I think
Carnitine.
some
It's
bull
made from
semen
animal,
shit.
right?
Yeah, it's some bull semen shit, probably.
It's made from animal spines. Isn't that what creatine is? Some sort of like animal protein or taurine is it's like from
look,
bull balls.
Hey, 5 people that are hanging out. I'm sorry. We're not going to be entertaining at this point.
I mean, they probably just forgot about the screens and they're like, okay, either that or it's like
They're
John's
mowing their
mom.
lawn or whatever. Yeah.
It's John's mom, and then like, or no, John's mom passed away. Rip. I'm sorry, John. But it's people's parents at this point. Like, we're so proud of our boys
And Kyle.
and Kyle.
Who
I'll put you all for some carnitas. Yeah.
do they have
That sounds
carnitas
really
in? Do they have good carnitas in Austin?
Oh fuck yeah! But yeah, dude. Sorry, Tanner. That was incredibly insensitive, but a mistake. I forget that people die.
All of our moms are watching in their own way.
My mom's watching. She's had her 80th birthday a couple weeks ago.
I love how you're
And
the
I had to throw a
oldest of
party.
us and the one with the mom still.
Yeah, both of my parents are still alive. My dad still calls me every day, and I'm just like, dude, why do you get to call every day?
So Sarah said, can I come in? And I was like, yeah. And then she video called me, and I'm like, no.
Come on in.
She says, I don't want to be in the stream.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty blurry. Can't really see.
Okay. Enhance.
Hazy blues, man.
Enhance. It was better with the monster, the hazy blues. Honestly, disappointing because I remember that other Oscar Blue show, and those beers were all good.
I mean, if they sent us, the only way to rectify it, if they were to send us another, case or 4-packs or whatever for a show, like, so imagine somebody listened to this and they're like embarrassed about old beer. That's not like we paid our money for it. It's not like we went out of our way to find old beer. This is just what we got. So they have to die on that vine of selling old beer. Sometimes you get fucking people that review it, and you can suck it. Suck it,
dude. So there was these like throne chairs in the place that was doing the face painting, and we took a bunch of photos of Aiden and his friend, and they're fucking hilarious. The fact that they got Juggalo face paint is fucking. I'm still dying about that shit.
That's the best shit ever. How would you not get that?
I did not. It was not an option. The face painter had to look it up. They came to that on their own because I was joking with my friend in messages. I was like, "Hey, my friend out of state does face painting, and I'm like, next time I'm in town, you can paint my face like a Juggalo." Oh, you have real IPA? God damn it. I don't have that.
All right, I'll be right back.
Swami's from May 8th. So
fucker.
Just over a month old. Perfect.
You fucking
Hey, Sarah.
Try the Gonster, Sarah.
I'm gonna.
It's my boy. It's your boy Glassy.
Don't do it, Sarah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you, dude. John is yelling, "Don't do it! Don't do it!"
It's so awful.
I should have listened to John.
You should have listened to John.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Don't
Sarah, this will help.
Who was the girl in the photo with Aiden?
It's his friend from school.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was some other kid I didn't know about, or like
not my child. Not any of our child.
Because she kind of resembles Sarah a little bit. If you look at the photo. At least
not so much.
Aside from the clown.
Yeah, it's hard to get. You know that Juggalo makeup defeats facial recognition software?
I bet it does, yeah.
It rules.
They're ahead of their time, man.
Whoop whoop.
Oh man. I feel like this. I don't know. I want Oscar Blues to redeem themselves and send us fresh beer.
I wish. That'd be great. You're like, hi, I'm John from New Brew Thursday. Woo!
Dude, we went to Oscar Blues and
then Braylon, their fucking social media intern, would be like, what? What's beer?
Well, we went there and we wanted to do a show with Dale, and Dale was there, and they were like, "No, you can have the media guy," and it was just. It deflated all of our balloons. We're like, oh, great. All right. I guess we're here with the media guy. And I don't believe I was even on that show. I was like, I'll just be behind the camera for this one. Because I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me look it up on the YouTubes.
All right, now see if the dog likes the Gonster.
Oh, here you go. Here you go, Bandit. What's that? She's all, oh, fuck that.
There's some other person doing New Brew Thursday on YouTube, but it looks like it ended in 2021 or 2022.
See, I told you we should take that over.
This BA 1050 is fucking bangers.
Yeah, the New Brew Thursday, I wasn't even on the show. It was just Steve and Brad. This is pretty
Brad.
Yeah.
Got me a GameCraft Los Santos Lager.
Man, I have no real beer in the house. I'm on a beer break except for the goddamn show.
You don't have I mean, you have that fucking 1050.
Well, I have all my cellar beer, but I don't have like hoppy beer.
The beer is like jumping into a swimming pool when you're sweaty hot.
What beer is that, Greg?
It's Los Santos Lager. It's one of those GameCraft.
Okay.
Looks like a yeah, exactly.
Grand Theft Auto can.
Grand Theft GTA. Yep. I bought this beer many times. It's always been solid. And speaking of, they're having their grand opening in Anaheim next weekend.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna hop over there on Saturday and the beer releases and some live music and stuff like that. Should be cool.
Well, I'm going to Green Shake in Oceanside, since we're not recording on Saturday. So,
Oh, do you know the brewer that they picked up was John. I don't know if any of you guys know who John is, but he used to brew at Monkish and then Hot Minute at Noble Ale Works with Evan and Brad, and then he went to Brewery X
game work for Anaheim.
John, yeah, and then he's over at Gamecraft Anaheim now.
Gamecraft. Why did I say Game?
Yeah, and he's having a rough time with the brew system. It used to be Backstreet Brew, and not the best brew in the world. And he's having some fermentation
about their system? Was it like something they kind of cobbled together, or they did?
No, I mean it's one of those systems that's like it's been there forever. They made all lamppost pizza beers for a good decade or two, and
that's like Riverside Brewing Company. Yeah,
they use dry yeast and didn't really like measure the temperature. Like their glycol system wasn't up to par, and blah blah blah. Yeah. So the beer, he's like, okay, like I thought it was on point, but turns out it was 10% or 10 degrees warmer. All the beers in the fermentation tanks. Oh no! And he's like, yeah, imagine that. As a home brewer, you know what 10 degrees makes. It makes shitty beer.
You might not dump it. You just don't give it to people. Save it for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you something. I don't know. But I love that when brewers are very forthcoming about here's the issues that we're facing and blah blah blah. So it was really cool. He's a solid dude. Gamecraft rules.
How long has he been brewing there? Like I'm assuming they have some kind of an on ramp to them opening.
Just like a couple batches, something like that. He's only been there about a month and a half.
That sucks.
But I
imagine they're going to bring beer from their San Clemente or
Laguna Hills, right off where the Y is, the 405 split.
Okay, I assume they're going to bring beer from there.
Have you ever been Gamecraft?
No,
it's dope.
I've never actually been down there. Yeah, South County's such a bitch to get to from here.
Yeah,
just get a Airbnb in my neighborhood or something, or just stay in our Airbnb in the backyard. We'll go brewery hopping.
Not a bad idea if we want to hit up some of those South County breweries.
Yeah,
I really do think doing a couple road weekends a year where we just go around and hey, we're all gonna meet, in fucking John's area, and then we'll see. I don't know. Do you think we could actually get shows going at 8-Bit or any of those fucking guys?
Oh hell yeah,
yeah, totally. Especially at Solaris. I'll tell Tom Ham to hit them up and tell them that we want to do a show. And the dude, when I met the guy, he knew me from New Beer Thursday. Like he knew who I was. It was bizarre. And it's like, oh shit. So he knows who I am. So I'm sure he'd be fine with doing our show.
4-Step Brewers. Good God. So my camera's about to die. I love that my camera, I'm just using it off a battery, and because I'm lazy, and it lasts about 2 hours.
That's pretty good for it's a mirrorless camera. It's
the vlog cam. It's a ZF1 or whatever.
Just get a plug. I know you're lazy, but just get.
I know it's right there. I have all the shit. I just need to plug in the 6500 again. But I've been shooting a 6500 because it's rad.
I have to do my closet in that door right there. That's where I plan to move everything.
Yeah, my 6500 is one of those. I was like, "Fuck, this camera rules." I love the sound of it, the feel of it.
I just love the idea of John sitting in a little closet with 6 beers, just being like a little goblin.
Right, camera died.
Goblin. Okay.
Like your fucking Harry Potter at the beginning when he's with the Bad Family.
Oh, underneath the staircase or whatever. Yeah.
You guys know I visited the Harry Potter when I was in London. I went to the Harry Potter studio and saw all the real sets and all the I saw the stairs and the house and Privet Drive, and everything was so fucking cool. It was so detailed. Such a good time.
That's cool. Is it all a set or is it real location stuff?
So it's a real set. So there's a lot of indoor stuff, and then there's an outdoor area that has you know, that big purple bus thing, the double decker bus,
Mhm.
and that bridge, you know, that sort of bridge where they film a lot of stuff on, and you could just go walk along it and like do selfies or whatever. And then there's like the that car that they fly around in is out
Okay.
there. You can take selfies in and shit, but it's the real set pieces. And then indoors, there's like the train station and the real train that they filmed in, like all the indoor train scenes you can go through, and it's all set per period. So each train car has its own, like this is Harry Potter 1, and the second one, the third one. It's really rad. Yeah,
What are you doing, Jason?
I'm posting on Insta.
he's partying.
I thought that was related to Greg's Harry Potter stuff, but
Harry Potter.
Harry
I'm not a huge Harry Potter. I did read a lot of those. And to go see like the set pieces and like the costumes and the wigs and all the molds of all the stuff, like the real Gringotts, like the bank scene. That's all.
Mhm.
That's all a real set. And like the scene where they do a lot of like they're all eating or whatever in that big hall. That's like where you start the tour. It's really rad.
right. Yeah, Yvonne's a huge Harry Potter fan. Like she's read the books. I
Yeah.
want to say probably 10 times each. We have the movies. I don't want to get into it, but
It's
the
mind
J.K.
blowing.
Rowling thing, I brought that up to her, and for her, it's just like, oh no, it's no. Like she is in denial about it. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to go there. Just whatever.
I mean, they're good books.
She's into the fandom more than she is the author of the fandom.
Same.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful little world that author created, and we'll leave it at that.
It just sucks that she's
A piece of shit.
I don't know.
I have a friend. I have a friend that I don't hang out with so much anymore. That was so obsessed with Harry Potter that she
I know her. Yeah.
she got a job working at the Universal Studios.
Oh, that's rad.
Just so she could be like around Harry Potter more.
Yeah. And she and her kid
people
are
that work there are the
heavily
best.
into cosplay too, which is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So we go to like the Universal Studios and like we're interacting with people that work there. I think that's the coolest, where they're like actually give a shit instead of people are like, all right, get on the fucking ride. You know, they're like,
Yeah. The video
"Welcome
game.
to Harry Potter."
That was the first game that Yvonne played on her. Like I bought the Steam Deck OLED and gave her my old Steam Deck, and she played that game like just on the Steam Deck, and she fucking loved it.
Wow.
You know, to like touch on like sometimes like a universe just kind of resonates with you. Resonates.
Sure.
I'm a little drunk. I've drank too many beers after the show.
Dude,
But,
you damn near chugged that Guinness Nitro.
I know, what the fuck.
I was
No,
like,
the Guinness Nitro thing is still.
you took a pretty big swig, and I'm just like, Jason's desperate.
It's not great, dude. It's not
Yeah,
great.
I couldn't. Yeah.
But I
DoorDash
spent like
and Swamis, dude.
I did really get into Cyberpunk. I really like that game. Weirdly, more than I expected.
It's excellent. Yeah, I love that game.
I put like 200 hours into it. So
That's a lot. Wow, really? 200?
yeah, I did two full playthroughs with different characters that were
That's
like
amazing.
And they
'Cause
were
I
both like, I think it was like 85 and like 96 hours, something like that. Yeah.
I got really into Tears of the Kingdom, but that for me, really getting into a game is like a game like that anyway is like 100 and something hours, and then the Hades is the next game. I have 75 hours into Hades, and I think I've
Becker loved that
completed it.
game.
I've completed it maybe 6 or 7 times, maybe just under 10 times. Like people want to go through that game and like use every weapon to get through it and whatever. I just want to complete the story, because spoilers, if you've never played Hades, you die a lot, and when you beat the game, you still die. So, but you progress in the story, and then you die, and you progress in the story, and you die. So I want to get to whatever, if there even is an end to Hades, I want to get to that end. And I know Hades 2 is open for the developer preview, or whatever the fuck it is, open beta.
Hades
whatever.
2, still hell.
And what I've heard is it's harder. And I'm like, great, because Hades is pretty fucking
Ten-
hard.
Kenner Madness. My kid is obsessed with Warframe lately, so I have
Yeah.
not played it myself.
But and then Balatro, I highly recommend Balatro. It's a what is it? A rogue
Card game.
a rogue light card game, I guess. It's fun, really fun.
I'm still playing Marvel Snap.
I'm afraid to get. You know how when you this is actually speaking of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm afraid to get back into the game because I've lost my muscle memory for the game, and I feel like with Snap, I've lost my strategy mind for the game because it's always
The
changing.
meta has changed. Yeah, for sure. It changed. Yeah. They just made like significant changes this week to like 5 cards that like completely changed the meta. So
yeah, I don't know.
It's a living game. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's cool. I like that. That makes it fun because I imagine if I jump back into the game, I'd, maybe 10 plays through it, I'd get back on the horse and be like, all right, I think I know what I'm doing, and they're gonna rank me appropriately with the people that are at my level, and it'll be fine.
Is that you at Harry Potter Land, Greg?
It's me at the Warner Brothers Studios in London. This was at the Slytherin house. They're little chestnuts. And there's the bros just chilling. No, I think.
Did I ever tell you about? So, like 10 years ago, I went to PAX, the Penny Arcade Expo, which we're actually softly planning a trip to go there next year, by the way.
Nice. PAX is dope.
Yeah, PAX is amazing. But when we were there, they had a Harry Potter pub crawl that was like an unofficial event. And there was like 200 people registered. So every house was like 40 people, or 40 or 50 people. And we were Slytherin. And so we like handmade these green shirts that were like Slytherin themed shit. And we went on a bar crawl. And like at every bar, it would be like, oh, Defense of the Dark Arts. You have to chug a dark beer or drink a dark liquor. Like that kind of thing. And I just started, the song Glycerin by Bush?
Yeah.
I just started cheering, don't let the days go by, slithering. Like in my head, I would say slithering. And like, to me, that was really funny that I was saying slithering instead of Slytherin. And I just kept doing it all night. And honestly, I had a great time. Probably annoyed the shit out of everybody else. But
so, Greg, going back to that train, that was a set?
Yeah, it's a real train as a set.
Oh, that's big.
It's the real Hogwarts castle, and like you can see so you go through and there's the real set that they filmed in.
That's
inside
crazy.
of each of those. I go through and sort of talk about it. So each room is like this one is from the Prisoner of Azkaban from 2004, and like you can see like there's icicles from the Dementors on the windows, and then you go to the next car and it's the
Daisy like a huge Harry Potter fan?
Oh,
it
fuck
is
me.
lame.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
like I'm sure a lot of authors have bad opinions and like they just shut the fuck up about it. And like it's lame that the Harry Potter one's got to be like, nope, my whole identity now is just bad opinions on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, share your bad opinions to your stupid friends who have bad opinions, but no.
And I mean, on the opposite side of talent, Pat Sajak, of all people, made millions hosting a silly game show for 40 years. And he could easily keep doing it because I think he's still in good health, but he's going to quit because he wants to spew his dumb opinions on the internet. like what are you doing, man? It's like it's his midlife crisis, even though he's not midlife. He's like in his 70s. But
so here's like the Harry Potter house, and there's like the stairs and stuff like that.
Is all that paper like on strings or something? Or?
Yeah, all strings.
Okay.
And
shit!
Have like, yeah, this is insane.
That's cool.
And like the artwork on the walls and stuff like that, I thought was really well done. Like
yeah,
all their,
that's really
like,
cool.
Portraits and
it really is like you're stepping into the movie, right? Like that's really
Completely,
rad.
yeah. Yeah, and you can tell like there's like tracks for where like the cameras can roll through and stuff like that. It's not like they're just doing it for like tourists going through.
It's the actual stuff that they.
Yeah,
filmed
here's the kitchen with like everything is like intact exactly how it would be. Like if you watch the movie, it's like that's the house, and there's the bedroom with little Dobby.
Dobby. All right, boys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up.
Call it. Yeah.
Yerp.
Let's end the stream.
Till the
Thank
next
you for hanging
episode.
out.
All right, so I'll get that beer shipped out to you guys, and I'll see you all on Sunday. Hopefully, maybe Jason.
Oh my! Oh,
You want to roll all the way
yes.
down to Oceanside for Green Cheek?
On a Saturday, maybe, but a Sunday, no.
No. It's Saturday. Yeah. If you come to my house, then I'll drive to Green Cheek.
Oh wait, we may be doing like a roller derby thing next weekend. I'll let you know.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out and watching, and we will see you on Sunday.
Cheese,
Yep.
bro.
We'll see you dudes.
Out.
Bye.